welcome back to BS Rambles. As usual, I'll dive right into what you came here for, and that is my list of strongest ultimates in Heroes of the Storm. Keep in mind, these opinions are my own, and if you feel like there's an ultimate I should have included, please let me know in the comment section below. With that, we'll start the countdown at number 5 with the biggest beetle in the game, anub'arak. And of course I'm talking about his Cocoon ability. This ultimate is a bit visually underwhelming compared to the other ultimates coming up, and it also doesn't produce the same insane number output that some of the others on the list do. But what it does do is win teamfights. A good Cocoon turns a 5v5 into a 4v5, giving your team a huge advantage. I can't overstate how valuable this ability can be. To be able to use a point and click ability that completely removes an enemy hero from the fight, or at least forces the enemy to focus fire away from your teammates, is a huge boon to any team and a solid contender at number 5. And that brings us to number 4, and that is going to be Ragnaros' Lava Wave. This ultimate differs from Cocoon in that it is visually one of the coolest in the game. The sheer scale of everything that Ragnaros does makes him one of the greatest realizations of playing as a Warcraft raid boss ever. The lava wave flows down the entire length of a lane, dealing enough damage to completely wipe out any enemy minions in the lane, and also forces enemy heroes out as well. The value here is massive. At the push of a button, you have wave clear, wave pressure, and area control over the entire lane. That is the type of low-risk map control that's held only by Ragnaros, and that is why Lava Wave is on this list. Now at number 3 we have Gul'dan and his ability Horrify. A lot of people probably would not have expected to see Gul'dan on this list, but I think we often forget how powerful this particular ability is. It's a ranged AoE fear that has a very short delay, which makes it extremely easy to land at critical moments. This one ability alone can shut down an enemy team's dive comp. It not only stops enemies from being able to use abilities the way that a stun does, but it also forces them to run in an uncontrolled direction. This ruins the enemy team's positioning, which means that even after the CC duration is over, your team can continue to benefit from Horrify by taking advantage of out-of-position enemies. For this reason, Horrify can also be used as a powerful tool for engaging teamfights. Starting a fight by ruining your opponent's positioning and simultaneously stunning them is just one more way to use this versatile and powerful ultimate. Number 2 is an ultimate that has come to be so hated in the Heroes of the Storm community that this hero currently rarely sees gameplay due to being banned. I am talking about Chromie's Temporal Loop. Temporal Loop is a point-and-click ability that after a set amount of time will warp a hero back to the location where the ability was first cast on them. This might not sound that strong at first, but knowing exactly where a hero will be at a given moment means that it's open season to land skill shots, which makes Temporal Loop the most powerful hero deletion ultimate in the entire game. I should mention that while it does allow any of your teammates to pile on and land skill shots of their own, often that isn't even necessary because the timing of Chromie's 2 skill shots means that she can land both abilities on the target location at the exact same time. Any mediocre Chromie player knows the timing well enough that the moment the enemy player is teleported, both of her skill shots will land, which even unassisted will often result in a kill. Easy single target deletion is what brings this ultimate to the number 2 slot. Finally, we have the number 1 pick for strongest ultimate in the game, and to be honest, I don't even think it's close. This ultimate has it all. The hero is Alexstrasza, and the ability is Cleansing Flame. It's hard to cover everything this ultimate does, but I'll do my best. Basically, Alexstrasza flies into the air, making her untargetable. Then over 6 seconds, you drop fireballs in your targeted area, the range on which is massive, and those fireballs heal teammates for 300 and deal 156 damage to enemies. Then at the end, you land at the target location. So firstly, Cleansing Flame makes Alexstrasza untargetable, making this an extremely powerful defensive cooldown for her. Second, it has huge, almost global range, which allows Alexstrasza to lend help in fights that start far away, or get kills on heroes who might otherwise be out of reach. Third, the healing and damage output is very, very high. This is an AoE ability, which means that in ideal conditions you could potentially heal all 4 of your teammates and damage all 5 of the enemy players with each fireball. And finally, it allows Alexstrasza to land at the targeted location at the end of the ability, making it the most powerful repositioning tool in the game as well. Honestly, Cleansing Flame is just in a category of its own, and sometimes I'm very surprised by the fact that this ultimate is in the same game as the Eye of Horus, which is at the top of my list if I make a worst ultimates video in the future. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do subscribe to my channel. The channel is still so small that each and every sub really does mean something, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great week.